Hi, I wanted to give you some folks who are exempt from the windfall elimination provision. That means that these individuals will not have their Social Security minimized by their unqualified pensions. Um, uh, and so those pensions, so let's go through that. I think we've gone through what a pension that doesn't contribute to Social Security, what that is. But let's talk a little bit about what are those exemptions. If you're a federal worker that was hired after December 31st, 1983, it doesn't apply to you. If you are an employee or a nonprofit organization which was exempt from Social Security coverage on December 31st, 1983, this does not apply. If the nonprofit organization waived exemption and did not pay Social Security taxes, but the waiver was terminated prior to December 1st, 1983. Your only pension is for railroad employment. Railroad employment has a whole different concept to it. So, it does not fit into the windfall elimination provision. The only work you performed for which you didn't pay Social Security taxes was before 1957. So I'm going to guess very few people were in that situation at this point. So that probably isn't very good. The big one I think that people should look out for is you have 30 or more years of substantial earnings under Social Security. So what that means is that even that you had an uncovered pension, which means that you didn't pay in Social Security, but you did another job during that period of time, and you had more than 30 years of income during that time, which I'll cover in a separate video because there is that isn't 30 calendar, it isn't 30 physical years. In order to qualify for a quarter, the amount of hours is quite a bit less than what you might think. But or the amount of dollars is quite a bit less than you might think. If you make, I think it's roughly over $7,000 a year, that's considered a year's worth of income. So I will do a separate video on that with some more precise numbers, but I just wanted to make sure you're aware that you could, if you've worked during if you had a second job while you're doing your pension job, you may very well be exempt, particularly if you have enough time in or enough dollars earned. Again, like I said, it's not a significant, not a huge amount of money that you need to earn alongside. So, you could qualify for that, and I'll get into that in the next video. All right, so those are the exceptions. Those are things that will not affect and then obviously if you're in a pension that is paying in Social Security, which you might find it difficult to find some of those, given that there are very few pensions left that aren't sort of related to government jobs at this point. But if you are in a pension and you did pay in Social Security during the period that you were in the pension, then this doesn't affect you either.